Hello everybody! Hi! How have you been? I'm sorry it's taken so long to make a video, but in my defense, I've been in college part-time on top of work being an absolute crazy nightmare, so it's been kind of busy. Even though I'm not in college full-time, it's still pretty crazy with part-time. So here I am. I've also had a hard time trying to decide on what I was going to do for my video. There's so many different things I could do, and I finally came to the conclusion that I was going to do my video on my foundation makeup regimen routine that I do in the morning. I've watched a lot of tutorials online from women who are makeup artists, women who aren't makeup artists, and it's been kind of fun learning tips and tricks and learning about different products, which ones people like and which ones don't like. So I thought that maybe other people would enjoy hearing about what I do and my products that I use, and maybe you will agree with me that you love them, or maybe you've had a bad experience and you can tell me so. I've already washed my face and cleaned it, and I'm ready for my regular routine that I do in the mornings. I personally really like this Garnier Ultra Lift lotion. It's a anti-wrinkle firming moisturizer, and it works wonderfully on my face. It feels so good, it hydrates it, and I don't know, it's just a miracle, and I love it. And it only takes just a little bit to go a very long way. So I've already gone ahead and put a little bit all over my face, rubbed it in. The next step that I usually do is a primer. I like using a primer because it creates a good canvas for your face for putting on layers of makeup. It's good for your skin and keeps your makeup from going into your pores. Plus it gives it a smooth feeling. So I like to use this product called L'Oreal Magic Lumi. It's a light infusing primer, which gives it kind of a glow. And I just love it because it feels really good on your face too. So I also really like Hard Candy's Sheer Envy Skin Illuminating Primer. It also has a good feeling to it, and it does give you a little bit of an illumination. Not as much as the L'Oreal, but it's still a very good one that I like to use. I like Hard Candy's products because I also use, which we'll get to in a moment, but I use this Glow All the Way. It's like a little highlighter. It's pink, but if you rub it in on your T-zone and underneath your eyes, it just gives you a nice little highlight. So Hard Candy, I really like their products. I just go ahead and I put a little bit on my finger, just a very little bit, just a dab. Even that could be a little too much, but I like to use maybe a little bit more than you should, just because it gives you a nice glow underneath your makeup and your foundation. So next, I start with my foundation. I really like Maybelline's Dream Mousse Liquid Mousse. I think it feels so good on your skin. It feels lightweight. I also use L'Oreal's True Match Lumi, which is a new product. It has a little bit of shine to it, a little bit of lightener. It just looks really good. So I like to combine the two, just because I like the way both products work well together when they blend. So I'm just going to start out by putting just a little bit on the back of my hand, like so, of the mousse. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of the Lumi on my hand as well. They are two different shades because I like to mix it up a little bit. One's a little bit darker than I like, one's a little bit lighter than I like, so if I mix the two together, then it comes out really nice. Again, I don't use too much. Then I'm going to take my kabuki brush, and then I'm just going to first dab the two together on one finger and place them on my face. And then I'm going to blend it in with my kabuki brush. The next product I like to use is the L'Oreal True Match crayon concealer. I really like it because I like to use a brighter color and just go around the eyes, which highlight the eyes, make them a little bit brighter, and kind of fill in the spots where the concealer didn't get. Then I just use my finger and I rub them in. I believe using your fingers is the best way to rub your makeup in as much as possible, just because with your brushes and everything, after time they collect a lot of gross makeup and can cause you to be putting in bad stuff into your skin. So unless you clean your brushes out on a regular basis, I definitely recommend using something that you can throw away, or your fingers. The next product that I'm going to use, which you could put over your highlighter or after, just depends. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I put it on before, sometimes I put it on after, because sometimes I forget certain products. So I like to use the L'Oreal True Match mineral powder. Just give an all-over finish to kind of give it a very good coverage. And I'm using a large kabuki brush that's very wide. And I'm just going to brush a little bit all over my face. The next step is highlighting everything, and I really like to use this Maybelline, it's a Dream Lumi highlighter. It's like a concealer, but I use it as a highlighter because I get a lighter color. But I like it because it's got a little brush at the end, and you can just twist the bottom of it and pump just a couple of pumps and then spread it. And again, using my fingers, I like to go back and rub it in. Next, we are going to use a little bit of this glow stuff that I was talking about from Hard Candy. I just think it's an awesome product. It looks weird because it's pink when you put it on your fingers, but just a little bit. Just dab it again in the highlighting spots that you just highlighted. And I'm going to rub it in. Next, I like to go in and use a darker True Match powder by L'Oreal, and I like to take, you can use a sponge or a kabuki brush, but I like to use a sponge. And I just like to get like just the very edge of the sponge with the stuff, the powder, and I like to go over the edges and the T-zone to do a little contouring. next product that I'm going to use is the finishing. It's a True Match Mineral. It's white finishing powder that just kind of gives it an all-over matte finish, which I really like. So again, going to use the same brush, Big Kabuki brush, and just a little, very little bit of this stuff because it's just a finishing product. Next on the list is blush. I have to have blush. I always feel like I'm just plain Jane without some rosy cheeks. So a product that I just discovered and I really, really loved is this Maybelline Dream Bouncy blush. It's a little circle compact, and I mean it's just so like squishy and weird when you touch it, but it feels so good on your skin, and it kind of gives it a luminous look. It's not so matte looking. It gives a little bit of a shine to it, so I like to use angled kabuki brush. Since most of the time I do not like wearing eyeshadow except for on special occasions, when I feel like going out or something, I will put on eyeshadow, some bright ridiculous eyeshadow, but for the most part I don't like wearing eyeshadow. I like looking natural because I know that guys like natural faces. So I like to use this New York company NYC Sparkle Dust. It's comes in a cute little container. You twist off the top and it has a little brush in it. It's really awesome. I like to use a light shade, a nude shade. For instance, this is just a cream color, and it has a little bit of a sparkle and a little bit of a luminous color to it, so I like to put it all around the eye just to give it a little bright look. Next, I want to do the eyebrows. Since I don't have very thick eyebrows, which is partially my fault, sometimes I feel like I overpluck, but I like them to be thin and very arched, so I tend to pluck more than I should. I like to make them a little bit fuller than they are, because I feel like a lot of women have nice full eyebrows. But since I already have a little bit of hair there, it's okay to make them a little bit fuller. If you were just going to completely draw on your eyebrows without having hair there, then I think that's a little wrong. But I use a very fine tip paintbrush, and I like to use a dark gray black eyeshadow. And I like to just kind of go in and fill in my eyebrows. It doesn't matter if your eyes are brown. If you had blonde eyebrows, it'd be different. You might want to use brown colors, but since I have a lot of black in my hair, I like to make my eyebrows darker. I am actually going to use my little mirror since it is a little hard to look at myself on my computer screen. So now that I've gone over my eyebrows with a little bit of eyeshadow just on the parts that have hair, I'm going to use a very dark brown. You can use even an eyeliner works, I found out. Eyeliner, but it's also very good to use an eyebrow pencil. And I'm just going to go in and make very small strokes in the actual hair part. And then I'm going to go back and go a little bit above and beyond where the hair is, just to kind of make them a little bit fuller using small strokes. As you can see, you can totally see the difference. This is very colored in, very dramatic. You can do it a lot less if you like. I like to have a little bit dramatic eyes since my hair is a little bit dramatic. I like to go along with it. So, and you can make them as angled as you want. You don't want it to be too far different from what your actual eyebrows look like, because then you can totally tell you've drawn them on. Then I like to go back with the opposite end of my eyebrow pencil, and it has like a little eraser on it, and then I just like to go back in and kind of clean up the lines. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to the other side. Next, I like to use my highlighting concealer again, and I'm just going to run it underneath, a couple clicks underneath the eyebrows, directly under the eyebrows, and a little bit above the eyebrows to just give it a little bit more definition. Then I am going to take this nice flat little round guy, kind of angled, and I'm just going to blend it in. I carefully make small strokes going this way to kind of make sure that I have a nice precise line. Next, I am going to do the eyes, because right now it looks a little weird with my eyebrows very bold and nothing on my eyes. So we're going to use two different products on my eyes. Again, I'm just really in love with L'Oreal and Maybelline. Both of them are very good products. I do use some of CoverGirl for eyeshadows and stuff, so all those three products I love, hard candy, but mostly Maybelline and L'Oreal are my two go-to products. For the eyeliner, I really love this super slim felt tip pin from L'Oreal. It works really good, very fine, and it's just so super easy to get it on. You don't have to worry about a brush and messing up. It's just very thin. So I am going to go ahead and outline my tops of my eyes. Now I am going to do the bottom lids. I don't like to do the whole entire lid. I just like to do the corners and part way in. Next, we are going to use Maybelline the Colossal Volume Express Mascara. I love this stuff. I just started using it and it's great because it doesn't clump and it just really gives me the volume that I need. You can also do the bottoms of your eyes if you want. I don't, just because I like to just do the tops. I don't like too much. Again, like I said, a little bit goes a long ways. A long ways is what I meant. So then I go back to my crayon, and sometimes you get a little bit of crease in the eyebrow when you do your eyeliner. just because it's a felt pen, so you kind of want to make sure it dries before you move your eyelids, but sometimes it's hard to do. So I go back over it with a little bit of a crayon. And then I rub it in. Just to kind of make sure that there is no black, and it kind of just covers it back up again. Normally I like to do a lip liner, a sort of peachy lip liner that matches my lips, just to give it a little bit of more fullness. But for some reason I can't seem to find my lip liner, and that makes me very sad. So we're just gonna skip to lipstick, and the lipstick I usually don't wear a lot of bright lipstick unless I'm wearing something bright, like something peach. I just don't wear a lot of lipstick. I just think it, again, makes you look too much like a puppet. So I like to wear nude colors that make you look more natural. So for instance, this is a very light nude, very, very almost skin color. It definitely makes your lips blend in a little bit, but I like that look. Then I might go over it with a little bit of pink sparkly lip gloss just to seal it off. And again, I'm using an NYC sparkly pink lip gloss. So there you have it. That is my basic makeup regimen routine that I do every morning. I hope that maybe this gives you some tips and tricks, or helps you use some good products, because I really do stand behind all the products that I use. I love them all. They're great. I definitely throw away a bad product if I know that it doesn't work that great or I don't like it. So anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I hope you enjoy. Say bye-bye, Marnie. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.